Well done.
Hello, and welcome to the Giant Snail Races. I'm RacerX Gullwing, and today is Favorite Meats Day, and this is my favorite meat, the giant 2.5-inch thick steak. Tasty treat.
And as big as your head.
It is big as my head. That's how you know it's good. Next to me is May Beth. Say hi, May. What's your favorite meat?
My favorite meat today is lamb. And seated next to me is my favorite chef, Tindallia Soothsayer.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Snail Races. And next to me is the ever-rare Fukuju.
Oh, thank you. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Seated to my left is that turkey, Oodlemi Noodle.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Oodlemi. Looking very cooked, well done today. Driving this balloon is Stephanie Brimmer.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Got the balloon. All right. And Stephanie Brimmer and
and now down to RacerX Gullwing and the stats. Yay!
Alrighty, so we are in the last race. Today's the last race of this season 4 and week 5. I don't know why that's important, but okay. Anyway, week 6 is today, and so far we've had 5 races. And that puts Baby P. Wait a minute. Baby P in first with 36 points. Woo! Yay! And Lulee Babenco is in second with 32 points. Woohoo!
Yay!
This is the part where you cheer people.
Yay!
Queenie Promise in third with 27 points. Yay!
Yay! That's better.
Lobbie with 25 points. Woohoo! Goes all the way down to 4th place here. And then Kelly Kane in 5th with 14 points. Woohoo!
Yay!
Abby Black, 12 points.
Yay!
Luso Dressier, never did figure out how to pronounce that name, is in 7th with 3 points. Woohoo! Thanks for coming to that one race 6 weeks ago. Mr. Meow in 8th with 2 points. Woohoo! And I think that is all of them. Yep, that's it. And now we go down the rabbit hole to the first race of the day. Woohoo!
At least I'm wearing my underwear.
Yay!
Yay!
For underwear.
Thank you for that.
Underwear.
Okay, so
Don't kill the sheep.
Okay, so we all made it to the ground.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay!
take 3.
What a great audience here.
Yay.
And then they're all sitting on benches that correspond, hopefully, to snails that are racing. We only have 3 today because Abby's not feeling well.
Oh.
And we could always use more snails, so if you want to be a snail racer, come to the snail race track and get your free snail and try out the course, and then give me an IM and we'll get you your snailing license so you can race in the next race. And always don't be afraid to IM me anytime during the week, even if I'm not online, because they will go to my email message and I will look at it within a day or so and get back.
Day or so. Day or a week or so.
Anyway, over here in the purple scarf is Lulee Babenco. Woohoo!
Yay!
In the green scarf is Lobbie Riggles. Woohoo! And in the cyan scarf is Queenie Promise. Woohoo!
That?
That was I was doing a pig.
Oh.
Oh, be sure that you're only sitting on the 3 seats that have scarves, or you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, the seats will
And that
follow
would
the
be very
snails.
much fun.
You're not going anywhere fast.
I think everyone's safe though. It looks like everybody is
No,
on the
no,
right.
no.
Oh, we're on 4 different.
There's 4.
Well, you have one person on the red,
Oh,
and there's nobody on the red.
Really?
So
who's that?
Aurelius, jump on one of the other benches that people are sitting on.
Yes. Let's see if he's
Or you
listening.
can sit.
Sure.
Oh, there he moved. Yay! All right. So now we go over to. Oh, and now the gates disappeared.
What?
It was there a second ago. and I
that's
looked
a
at the audio.
You looked away.
You look away, and it's just. Oh, we don't need that anymore, right?
Yeah.
Excellent jobs.
That's a
Okay,
feature.
so Tindy, go ahead and hit that button.
You mean
and
you
let's
actually want to
watch.
see stuff? My goodness.
Let's see what happens when we break the invisible wall.
It's a stealth gate. Come on.
Yes.
Aurelius, come back here. Sit down.
Quick.
The Club Snailo.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Yes.
I have to get close enough
by
to
the
the seat
haystack.
or.
Ready for the track. So
You're going to be chasing the seats around.
Tindy?
He's bouncing on the hay.
I'm trying, but I have to get closer. It won't work.
There it is. There's the cow is in the air. You don't have time to sit down now. And bam! There it goes. We have started the first race of the day.
Hey, there goes the snails, and here go we.
Oh, there goes she.
And if you don't like the jerky motion of the seats, just alt click on a snail and it'll solve that problem.
Oh, that snail's oinking.
And mooing. And moving.
Moving.
It's moving.
I love how it's wanking as she
Turn
goes.
up my sound.
And they're going to checkpoint 1.
Checkpoint 1.
Lulee is ahead just by a little bit. Ahead by her crown, basically.
What's your point?
No, her point.
Ah, I get it. Yeah.
And
All 3 snails are heading for checkpoint 2.
Checkpoint 2.
Lulee goes through first. Queenie is second.
And they've all got
Followed closely by Lobbie. Boy, that gaggle of snails is just one on top of each other.
Alright, and there's that sign. And, oh, hey, we have something new over here. Notice these colored keys? And there's a little sign over here that says, name that tune. If you can name the tune that the snail that is on here on the snail track, you will win a prize. And Tindy, you made us a tiny snail for that too, maybe?
No, I've been busy with the relay for lobster.
Oh, okay, well, eventually there will be some additional prim type prize that we'll give with that too.
Probably.
We'll get that together by the time.
I got enough to do right now, Razor. Shut up.
I think the first three
The first three will get a Linden prize.
and the prim thing too, right?
Eventually.
Yeah, well, eventually the prim prize will come.
Yes. There's a
She
lot
will
going
build
on.
it, they will come.
There's a lot. SLB and Relay for Life and all companies.
Yeah,
And
it's been a busy
all on
week.
top of each other.
Busy month for Tindy, yeah. This is when everything hits the fan. Alright, so in the lead we have Lulee Babenco, the Queen of Raglanshire.
Princess.
Yes.
I keep wanting to promote her to the Queen. I guess the Queen's not dead?
He's
Queen's not married.
Queen.
The Queen's not married. Is that what happened? Oh, the Queen is not married, and that's why she's a princess. That makes sense.
You're making my brain hurt.
Am I just making stuff up now? I don't know.
yes.
Yeah, you're putting my brain straight.
Lily's really pulled out ahead.
Yes.
Lily's got a pretty good
Run,
lead at the moment.
Lulee, run!
And he turns the
You
corner.
got Queenie in second, and
There they go.
he's almost across the balls.
Lulee is way ahead.
I don't know why, but I'm only getting 5 frames per second on my filming computer today.
It's be laggy down here today.
Something's going on.
I don't know why.
I hope I didn't mess up my settings.
I don't know, because it's laggy for me too.
I'm not really having legs.
I'm having a hard time with resin down here today.
My inventory's been loading slow. So. What are the Lindens doing?
You've got an insane inventory.
No doubt.
My inventory's pretty good, but nothing compared to Racers.
No, I've got over 100,000 things in my inventory.
I got 90.
Hey, just in case I need them, you know.
And most of them are called object.
And most of those that I got now were because I've been doing all those decorations to Racers. That's where mine have been building up.
We're going down into the ice cream for...
They are. Lulee's already out and ready.
Yeah, Lulee's had multiple rounds.
Look at that. Wow.
Yeah, real good lead.
Flanked by Queenie.
Woohoo! Did you say flank?
I did.
You did.
You did?
I did.
She did. And starting her third lap, Lulee.
The lead.
Followed by Queenie.
What the hell for the final lap?
Oh, that's
got
not
the
Queenie.
bouncing hand.
That was Lulee. This is Queenie.
Lobbie. Oh,
No, that's Lobbie in the back.
that's Lobbie in the back. Queenie's second.
I'm sorry. Queenie is second.
Queenie's in
now.
cyan. Yeah.
I was right the first time.
Yes, I was. Thank you.
That's a new one.
Woohoo! They're coming to take us away. Ha ha.
Sirens are going off as they go over the balls.
There.
Woohoo!
We're on a mission.
I think I'll turn off
Here
my
comes the train too.
Barbecue out of control.
May mutes her mic to cut the background noise.
Queenie's cut a little
I
bit
like
of
the background.
It was interesting.
Oh,
I think we should probably have something that goes by every time the background noise turns on. See this freight train drive through, or this little police thing fly through, or something. All right, so it is pretty close race.
Queenie's lessened some of the lead that Lulee has.
Lulee's through the mushrooms.
There it is. There's the tune. If you want to come down there and run across it and figure out what tune that is, you will win a prize.
There's 3 winners. Please IM that to Oodlemi Noodle, who will then tell me who you are, because I'm the one giving the cash prize.
I can name that tune in one note.
You might even drop a note card on them in case his messages get capped. It might be a better way to do it.
Yeah.
And heading up the
That way
ramp.
for sure it'll
Or you
get...
could locate
Lulee.
him in Facebook.
Sure. He's on Facebook too. He's part of our giant snail groups. We have like a lot of pages now. We have like 3 pages, 2 pages, or 3 pages now. We have a group and then we have 2 pages. Snail Dudes and the other one.
Oh no! Come on, Lulee.
And that went way high and she bounced back and that is going to be...
Oh no! It's twice!
But she stopped on the second one. She's got to come down and go.
Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it's
Oh!
Lulee Babenco!
Demon first! Queenie promised to second.
Oh.
And Lobbie is in third.
Oh, so close.
Ooh, Lobbie almost got robbed.
Yeah. On that last jump. Alright. Okay, so we're going to do the recap now, and here we go with Lulee Babenco came in first place. Woohoo!
Yay!
Good save there. And Queenie Promise came in second. Woo! And Lobbie Riggles came in third. Woo! Yeah!
Oh, yay!
And now we go up into the sky to the Best in Show with May Best. Woohoo!
Yay!
Okay, May, tell us about the Best in Show.
Heidi ho, and welcome to the Best in Show. I started about thinking I'd start my dialogue today with a meat pun, but I'd probably butcher it. Today we have 8 snails dressed to theme and eligible for prizes.
Yay!
And I am telling you, race fans, I have never seen sausage good selection of snails as we have here today. Worst case scenario, we have an 8-way tie. Oh, no, wait, that was a mistake. Someone slaughtered the numbers. So let's start with Catten, Carter, and Whispering Wind. You have won a tie for 5th runner-up. Yay, Catten and Whisper! Woohoo! Whispering Wind, as you know, and Catten are part of Team Ferret. And for years of prime ribbing back and forth, this problem-solving duo, this protein pulsing duo, have brought us these grade A prime well done shells, which granted are not rare for this medium. Great job, Team Ferret. Yay! Catten, I have a T-bone to pick with you, so after the show, meet me. Let's dance the meatball and discuss a tenderloin subject. Lobbie Riggles! Yay, Lobbie! You have won 4th runner-up. I dare you to find better competition. Not that I would put our other snails out to pasture. Now, don't let this go in one ear and out the other. She is capable of butchering you on the track. Yay, Lobbie! Lulee Babenco! Yay, Lulee! Yay! You have won 3rd runner-up. Lulee, the princess of Raglands, looks like a meal fit for a king and his court. Lulee, I once tried to get a job as a butcher, but I just couldn't make the cut. Yay, Lulee! Yoo-hoo, Lulee! Tindallia Soothsayer! Yay, Tindy!
Yay, bacon!
Woohoo! You have won 2nd runner-up. Tindy is the decorator of our track and has it grilled to perfection. I know, I have an annoying tendency to get off of the topic, but I get it. I promise all of these comments are going to be in the same vein, so spare me. Without Tindy, our track would just be stale old meat. So folks, let's give Tindy a big cheer. Yay, Tindy! Alden Cortes! Yay, Alden! Woohoo! You have won 1st runner-up with your snail. Meteor impacts like this one are medium rare. Maybe I have overreached and had too much caffeine, but you look like a wiener to me. Moving on to honorable mention, Queenie Promise.
Yay, Queenie!
Yay, Queenie! You have won honorable mention. Your snail is looking fit to be branded prize-worthy. Little known fact about Queenie, she is a natural barn comedian, a real laughingstock, and anyone else who says otherwise is just full of baloney. And I just wanted to note to you, and I wouldn't stake my life on it, but Queenie's flank attack on the course this morning leaves a lasting memory for Heifer and Heifer. Oodlemi Noodle. Yay! Ooh! One best in show. Yay, Oodlemi! Yeah. With the spikes and everything. Oodlemi is representing the United States. There is more here than meets the eye. That shell is like a shiny Cadillac. I love how this shows how brainy you are. Although I will be honest, I'm okay with your utter shells too. I would like to say thank you to our audience members for mincing in and providing us with this great cow-fection of costumes. You guys look good enough to eat. And thank you for those who cow-tributed to our islands here. Your cow-tributions keep our snails running. The kiosk is behind me, folks, so it's your move. Thank you to the sponsors of our show, Cure Hop's Innovations for your in-world business needs, Treat TV, and YouTube, where you can meet with the snails whenever you feel moved to do so. Don't forget to subscribe to our feed bag and like us. Like us on Facebook. And check out the new Snail Dudes Facebook page, where I just posted a picture of a cow. It was taken in Istanbul. Now, if you have a beef with my post, make sure you poke me and say, Maisie, you're milking it, cud you not. Post your own photos, as I have run out of ideas. If I posted anything more, I'd just be spinning my wheels. Now, let me steer you down in the direction of RacerX Gullwing and Snail Dude.
Yay! Hello, hey, this is the part of the show where we take our favorite little meat puppet, Snail Dude, and we put him right into that cannon. We fire him off to the other side of the sim, sorta. That's what we do, Snail Dude. There's no use hiding in that little thing there. Just get right in. I'm going to look at my arm, and if I don't look there, see? Now get in there. There he goes.
Yay!
And I'm going to have trouble closing the door. Oh, come on. Ignore that.
Left-handed.
Play off!
Woohoo!
Yay!
Just ignore that part where it didn't work.
Wow. Okay. Next.
Yay!
He's coming down! He's coming down!
Yay! Woo!
Yay!
Take a bow, Snail Dude. Woo! Right out here on this hot grill and take a bow. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong?
No? Yeah.
Nobody wants to.
Snail Dude, you gotta take a bow.
Smart. No.
Where'd you go?
Oh,
There he is. There he is. Oh, that's
Yay! Oh!
Oh.
Well done, Snail Dude.
nicely done. Yes.
There's no
Alright.
medium rare act.
They fell in so fast I didn't get a picture.
Okay. Okay, so that was great. Thanks a lot, dude. And now we go to the part of the show where I show you the stats for the second race of the day. Woo! Okay, so here we are in the second race of the day. And we're in the last race. Today's the last race of this season. And we have Season 4, yes. And so far we have Tindallia. Soothsayer locks it up in first place with 48 points. Woo!
Yay!
Indy won the champ this season, this Season 4. There's no way anyone can beat her because the next one up is 34 points away, and that's Alden. Woohoo!
Yay!
And then we have Catten Carter in third with 24 points. Woo!
Yay!
Noodle in fourth with 19 points.
Yay!
Queenie Promise in fifth with 12 points. Just Spring Wit in sixth with 9 points. Woohoo!
Yay!
Lulee Babenco in seventh with 8 points.
Yay!
And Lobbie, Riggles, Callie Kane, Baby P, Mr. Meow in 7th, 6th, and 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th point. 11th place with points and stuff.
And the rest. Yay!
It's a gaggle.
Alright, and now we go out there and see who's in this final race of the season. Who's out there? In the purple scarf is Lulee Babenco. Woo!
Lulee!
And the red scarf is Oodlemi Noodle.
Yay!
Tindallia Soothsayer in the blue scarf. Woo! Lobbie Riggles in the green scarf. Woohoo! Queenie Promise in the cyan scarf. Woohoo!
Yay!
Alden Cortes over here in the yellow scarf. Woo!
Yay!
Catten Carter in the orange scarf. Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
And Whispering Wind, the other half of Team Snail in the pink scarf here. Woo!
Team Ferret.
Yay, Team Ferret. Okay. Let's get a picture of everybody out here on the grill. Right about here. Okay. And now we go out to, I'm going to guess Shayna in the button. Yes, it looks like Shayna in the button. Woohoo!
Yay!
Woo! Yay!
Yay!
Now I don't see the game.
The gates are.
I see Catten.
Yeah.
Kitty and cat.
Cannon's turned into
I see
flower.
cows.
Here, see. There's a key sea cow.
Cows.
And they're off
Yay!
for the final race of the day and the season.
Stop flying, Gate.
The mini
Hot, hot,
season.
hot, 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 hot.
Yes.
Yes.
There's that beautiful bacon.
Looks like you like the bacon.
No. Oh,
You
salt,
stand the
pepper.
bacon. No.
No.
I'm gonna almost push me into the the gravy.
Wavy gravy.
Oh.
Oh, somebody pushed a car into me, though.
Run, Lulee, run.
Looks like Tindy is ahead going into checkpoint 2. Oops. Our first casualty.
What happened?
Noodle's falling off.
Where did it go?
Down into the city.
He's in the city.
In the city.
Popped up, I guess. Oh, there he is back there.
There he is.
Let's see who. And now they're headed up to the slingshot.
Shot.
Over the maze.
Slingshot of doom.
No lift from Sunday.
Oh.
Ooh, smiley face maze.
Let's smiley face for Tindy.
Oh, no.
Oh, nobody.
And nobody gets lift today.
Wow.
Oh!
It's
Didn't
broken.
work all day yesterday either.
Huh. That's interesting.
That.
Come on, make up your mind.
Still, Cindy.
it's a wall.
The same thing happened to it that's happened to the balloon.
Uh-oh.
Oh, smiley face.
Linden's
Smiley
a
face.
returning
Run,
thing.
run.
Catten is getting no lift off
In
that
a wall.
sprint, and he's
Now
going to
he's
just
out of the
settle for
wall.
second place.
Oh, come on.
Starting his
Maze.
second lap.
The maze. People still over here in the maze.
I give up.
Ouch.
The maze is
Alden got some
complicated with
good
this
lift
many
onto
snails
the
in it.
ramp.
Yes, it was.
Oodlemi, you're at the wrong end.
No, I'm not.
Don't tell him.
Wasn't that
He's
Oodlemi?
helping.
I'm getting hit in the face with cows and...
Oh, okay, never mind. That must have been the other snail that...
Okay.
Oh, that's Lulee over there in the maze still, okay.
Yeah.
The other meat.
The other red mate.
Or something.
And it turns into the smiley maze as she walks out.
Well,
Of course.
it would be ready for... Oh, wait, no, Tindy will hit it. It'll change to something else, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
All right. Here comes Tindy down on third. And the next snail is over here at 2. That would be Catten, I believe. Yes,
Yes.
Catten. He's a salt shaker, right?
Yeah.
It's orange.
Yep.
Crossing my fingers.
Lulee
Yep.
is heading
And,
for
oh.
the second lap.
So somebody's broken the.
Yeah. Oh, Catten's not even going to try for the slingshot. Yes.
Wise
Ooh,
man.
smiley face maze.
Smiley
Go,
face,
Catten,
Catten.
go. Run.
Uh-oh, Tindy's having trouble.
I'm being pummeled to death. Usually don't get that many cows to my face.
Catten's closing some of that lead. Eek!
What is going on here?
Guess that's a whole new meaning than tenderizing the meat.
Tindy heading into lap 3. Yay!
There's a smile.
It's almost out.
So
Noodle's out.
Oh, but Alden's stuck.
Alden's been trapped in a circle. They're trying to get out for the longest time. Oh no. Alden is out of there. Alright.
Oh, Queenie got stuck in the wall.
Oh, that sucks.
For Queenie.
Head for a corner. Head for a corner on those when it happens. Tindy is almost going to lap these people in the maze, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oodlemi gets lift first. And comes down
Smiley
first.
face, run! Everybody's out of the maze.
Yay.
As
And
Tindy
here
heads back
comes
into it.
Alden and Catten, neck to neck. Catten is really struggling to keep
That
ahead
is
of
Catten,
you,
isn't it?
Tindy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Come on, Catten.
You can't tell where one eye stalk starts and the other one begins.
Okay.
Tindy's going to try for the extra lift off the spring.
Oh,
Oh,
that
doesn't
doesn't
get
work, of course.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, there it is on the second try.
No, Catten's got it.
It's
Too
too
late
late.
for lead.
Unless Catten
Catten's got the lead.
Catten is one.
And two.
Yay!
First.
The second.
Tindy takes second.
Let's go see what's in that maze.
Smiley face.
It's amazing.
There was a smiley
Now
face.
that was really close.
Does it work?
That was a close race. That was exciting, actually.
What a refreshing change.
Yeah.
And Oodlemi is coming in for third.
Woo!
Yay!
Yay!
It's not all the components for the slingshot over there. I don't know why it's not.
Well, I'll tell you the truth, I shut it off. Yeah. I just thought it would be more interesting for the final race to have more people going through the maze. See how that worked out. And
It was
worked out.
definitely interesting.
I added a couple minutes to the race here. But to be fair, I didn't tell anyone. So. There we go.
Okay.
Here comes Alden.
He's
And
coming out of the maze.
there's Alden.
And
Gig.
Happy Face.
Yay, Alden!
Happy place maze is really important at this point. When everybody gets to run straight through the center.
Ah, Queenie.
This is a close ending, too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Whispering's a lap behind.
Oh, how'd that happen?
Don't know.
I don't know. And there it is. It's over. Woo!
Yay!
Yay, Snails!
Yay! All right. I'll do the recap. Okay, so in first place we had Catten Carter. Woohoo!
Yay, Catten!
And in
Okay.
second place, Tindallia Soothsayer. Woohoo!
Yay!
Oodlemi Noodle in third place. Woohoo!
Yay!
Yay!
Alden Cortes in fourth place. Yay!
Yay!
Fifth place, Queenie Promise. Woohoo!
Yay!
Sixth place, Lulee Babenco. Yay!
Yay!
Seventh place, Lobbie Riggles. Woohoo!
Yay!
And Whispering Wind in 8th place. Woohoo!
Yay!
And now we go over to the favorite part of it, my favorite part of the show, where we dance. Woo!
Yay!
Hey! Woohoo! Great audience.
Oodlemi, you're dancing with Stephanie. Don't you know how to control groups on that HUD? Gee.
I know what HUD it is.
Oh, hush, they're dancing.
Oh, it's your chimera.
So, what's our theme for next week? Tindy?
Well, something you can really relate to. Santa Claus is coming to town. It's Christmas in July.
Okay, well, I guess that's it then. We're done here. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Bye!
Good job, y'all.
So, who won Best in Show today?
Oh, yeah. Who won Best in
I
Show?
don't know.
Oh, audience best
Don't
dress.
ask me.
Audience best dress today, with quite a few votes, was our own Abby Black.
Abby Black.
Abby!
Congratulations, Abby. Abby Black.
Taco. Bye.
Bye, Dorothy. Goodbye.
Hey.
Uh.